What's going on, guys? Multiverse here with a new action figure review video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man 1977. Starting off this video, guys, we're of course taking a look at the Marvel Legends packaging, and this right here is a fun design. It does have the open face window where you can see 77 Spider-Man front and center, Marvel Legends logo at the top with Spider-Man 77 off to the side in a vibrant yellow, and I do love the black background with the webbing all throughout it. The multicolored Spider-Man name going down here, as well as the Hasbro logo, and Spider-Man going at the top. Flip over to the side, guys, we see an image from the film and then Spider-Man's name and Marvel Legends again. Flipping on the back is a nice little product shot of the figure himself and a nice little fun pose. Not really sure. I guess this is back when Spider-Man swung on Uncle Ben, because there's no way he got up here. Inspired by the 1977 Spider-Man movie. Here's all the warning labels and legal information and blah, 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 blah. Over to this side, guys, we do, of course, see a bigger shot of Spider-Man here, although his little web shooter's on this hand. I'm not sure. I don't know if he like switched. I don't know too much about this guy. I don't know this movie. I'm only 27, so I definitely was not alive when this came out, so I don't really know anything about it, but he definitely got a funny looking mask, doesn't he? Marvel Legends at the bottom. We already saw the top, and then down here at the bottom is the barcode for you barcode guys. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and rip the web head out of the packaging and see how he looks. So right here, guys, is the wall crawler fresh out of his packaging, and for my first-hand impressions on this Spider-Man, I have to say I do enjoy him, but he is a little bit goofy. Granted, it was the 70s, so I guess that's what they were going for. Superheroes back then wasn't taken as seriously as they are today, so you know, it's a nice little throwback for him. I do, however, love the suit. I think the suit looks phenomenal. It is a traditional Spider-Man suit, although I like the utility belt he's got going on and his little one web shooter or whatever this is supposed to be watch thing here. I don't know. I could be way off. Like I said, I know next to nothing about it. But being that I saw it on there, it's a nice little throwback, and it is a nice little piece of eye candy to have on the shelf. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and move away from Spider-Man and take a closer look at the accessories that he came with. When it comes to the accessories, guys, the Spider-Man didn't come with too much, but I am cheating a little bit here. I took off his utility belt and his little web shooter here, and this is what the figure looks like without it on. A little blurry there. There we go. And you got the nice little round down here at the crotch, and the inside is still painted and was given love, so love to see that. But they do come off, so if you're not a fan of them, you can definitely have him as a normal 70s Spider-Man. Taking a closer look at him, though, I do want to look at the detail within, and it looks like there is a nice little web design inside the belt buckle with the red, and like I said, it is just held on by a little plug-in, so if you don't like it, you can just pop it right off, no problem, no harm, no foul. It's not going to hurt the figure, and it is a soft plastic, so you don't have to worry about it snapping when you take it off. His little web shoot over here is also a soft plastic, so you can switch it between whichever hand you want it to be on, or just remove it completely. Unfortunately, he doesn't come with any thwipping hands, and I guess he just kind of point and shot, which I'm guessing is where this rope came from. So I know he kind of, you know, it's very obvious in the 70s that it was a rope shooting out of his web shooter, so I guess they stuck with that tradition, which is pretty cool. But he doesn't have any way to hold this, or not any way that I can see, because he only comes with a pair of relaxed hands and a pair of fisted hands. No thwipping hands, no rounded off point, so that way you can just plug it into the little peg holes here with the hand. I'm like, there's really nothing you can do with it unless you're just, you know, gonna use it to wrap it up around the bad guy. I mean, you can maybe get something going on here, but that's about it. You know, you can just get them kind of going like that. If you guys find a different use for it and you have this figure, let me know if I'm just missing something here. But then last but not least, guys, he definitely comes with his webs that he can use to web up his villains, Green Goblin, Doc Ock, whoever he's going after. And this is actually the first Spider-Man that I've ever owned that actually came with these. I've seen some, and I never really thought to pick them up at the time, but I'm sure I'll have fun with these in the diorama. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and move away from the accessories and take a closer look at the detail. When it comes to the detail, guys, obviously, when it comes to Marvel Legends, they don't really have anything sculpted in. The only thing on this figure, starting off with the head sculpt that is sculpted, is the eyes. So they are definitely something you can feel, and they do kind of stick out a little bit. And then everything else is just kind of like the painted line work. And I'm really just going to be focusing more on his spider logo, the webbing throughout the suit, and the spider logo on the back, because those do look beautifully painted on. However, on mine, I don't know if this is just mine, but it might be everybody's. I'm hoping it is, because it kind of bothers me with my little bit of OCD, is at the necklines. The rest of the lines look great. The head, the body, it all looks fantastic, even down at the boots. But the lines around the neck do not connect. They're severed. They're slightly off. So I don't know if it's just something that looked like that in the movie or the show or whatever it was, but it's just not connecting, and it does it all the way around the figure. So I don't know if it's just mine or if it is everybody's. Let me know if y'all's looks like that too. So a little unfortunate on my half. I'm a little OCD with stuff like that. The belt we already took a look at, guys. It is beautifully sculpted on there and easy again. You just pop it off, pop it back on. You don't have to worry about breaking it. So if you're not a fan of his belt, you can just take it right off and kind of have a little bit of a classic Spidey going on. The body mold is a different body mold that I personally haven't seen before. So I don't know if this is like just for this figure or if Spider-Man will get a newer body mold like this in the future. I feel like it would look good for like a teenage Spidey, not really any prominent muscles in on him. He's just brand new to the show, so it hasn't really taken full effect. I do want to take a look at the spider emblem on the chest. I do like it for what it is, just a little black blob with the legs stretching wide across it, and even the spider on the back. The spider on the back is definitely my favorite. It's more like a little beetle man, so it's really wide. Don't know why there's a peg hole back here. Maybe it's just for those display stands that you can just peg right in. So you could get him in some decent web swinging poses, but nothing really extravagant. So a little bit of a letdown in terms of his detail, but the suit still looks amazing. I do love that you still have the seams in here, and that is actually sculpted in there, so that won't hurt it too much. But when it comes to classic Marvel Legends, it is just simply painted, not really much detail going on in anything like in terms of sculpt. But I will say mine also looks like it's got a little bit of a double ring going on down here at the top of the boots on both of them. You kind of got to see that. It's like they put a second coat up here, but not on the rest of the figure. So definitely a letdown on that end. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and move away from the detail and take a closer look at Spider-Man's size, his articulation, and then we'll jump into some size comparison. When it comes to how tall this Spider-Man stands, guys, Spidey to the top of the head looks like he stands at exactly 6 1/4, possibly 6 3/8, a little bit there. So he is a little bit taller than the standard 6 inches. Moving him closer to the camera here to check out his articulation. He is on a ball joint that hinges up, it does hinge all the way up and hinges all the way down. So you get some decent spider head tilt in there. His head does rotate all the way around, but no head tilt left or right. His arms do go out about that far. They are, of course, on their own little swivel that goes all the way around. He does have a bicep swivel and double hinged elbows. His hands are interchangeable, so they go down, they go up, and they do, of course, rotate. When it comes to his ab, there is no ab swivel and very minimal ab crunch going forward for a Spider-Man, and none at all going back. That's what he looks like. Just like he's got a stick up his butt. That's about it. There is a waist swivel. He can hit the Spidey splits, but not by too much. He does have a thigh cut, double hinged knee, a little stiff down there. And then, of course, for his ankles, they articulate down, they articulate up. He has no toe articulation and beautiful ankle pivot. But in terms of a Spider-Man figure, he is not as agile as I would like him to be. Starting off with the size comparison, guys, here we have the Spider-Man standing next to his other movie counterpart, Spider-Man. And he is the tallest one out of all of them. And he definitely stands out more than him. He's a little bit brighter. But Tobey's colors matches him a lot more. Me personally just wanted to check him out with some Gamerverse Spider-Man, and he does kind of fit with these guys. I feel like this would have been a cool alternate suit for Spider-Man 2. Maybe we'll see it in Spider-Man 3. Here we have him standing next to the McFarlane Toys Dark Knight, and as you can see, it just doesn't work. And last but not least, guys, here we have Spidey standing next to the NECA Toys Scarface Predator, and it only works if you think of him as a super predator. Alrighty, guys, and there you have it. Another action figure review video in the books. on my channel for you guys to enjoy. When it comes to my final rating on this 77 Spider-Man, I'm going to give him a 3 out of 10. Don't get me wrong, he does look amazing and his mask is very goofy, but in terms of articulation, it's just simply not there. In terms of this little rope thing, it doesn't really work for me. Try get it. It's from the movie. Like, there's only so much I can really do with the rope, but the fact that there's nowhere for it to plug in or for him to even hold it to look like he's swinging or just pretend that he's swinging is very annoying. Maybe you just tie it around his wrist. I don't know. I don't really know what to do with it. That's probably what I'll end up doing, or seeing if my other Spider-Man's gripping hands would fit on him, so that way he can swing on it. But outside of that, guys, it's just kind of, it's underwhelming. I wouldn't say it's the best Spider-Man figure we've ever had. It's fun to have in the collection, sure, nice to put on the shelf, but other than that, he's just kind of there. With all that said, though, guys, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. We're back to our original schedule, so let me know down in the comments which figures you would like to see me check out. I'm open to anything and everything, so feel free to be involved with me in the comments. Love interacting with you guys down there and getting to know you, figure out what your favorite figures are, and I still want to know what your guys' favorite figures of 2025 were. So let me know down in the comments and we'll definitely have a conversation. With all that said, though, guys, I'm getting out of here and I will see you in the next video. Later.